show. My guests today are two spouses whose relationship is about to fall apart. Please welcome my first guest, Macbeth, the Thane of Cawdor. So Macbeth, what's the story?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and my mate Banquo were coming back from defeating the Irish when we ran into three hideous old women.
You saw three old ladies near a battlefield?
Well, at first we didn't think they were old ladies at all. They had full-grown beards and had raspy voices. We tried to avoid them, but their smell was just rotten. And they addressed me as the Thane of Cawdor before I knew that the King Duncan bestowed it on me.
You're talking about King Duncan of Scotland, right?
Yes, of course. They went on to tell me that I would become the next King of Scotland, and then that Banquo's children would hold the throne for generations to come.
And what was your reaction?
Well, at first I thought they were mad, but becoming king did tickle my fancy.
You see, he's mad for power!
Now, Lady Macbeth, you'll have your turn in a minute. So what happened next, Macbeth?
Well, the Thane of Ross and the Thane of Angus appeared, and when we turned around, the three old women were gone. They then approached me and told me that the king bestowed the Thane of Cawdor to me.
So the three old ladies were right?
They were not old ladies at all. I suspect they were witches.
Witches?
I kid you not, how else do you explain the eerie occurrence? I dispatched a letter to my wife that night about becoming a Thane and the miraculous encounter. And when I returned to Forest, only to discover that the Majesty's son, Prince Malcolm, had been named next to entitled the throne.
So Malcolm was the only thing standing in between you and the kingship?
Yes. She called me a coward and questioned my manhood. What right does a wife have to question a manhood? She told me how she would get the Majesty's guards drunk and smear the blood of the great king upon them in order to impute them.
So did you give in?
Well, of course I did. Why would I sacrifice the innocence of my wife to get myself further to the throne?
No, that's very sweet of you, Macbeth. So I understand that you had some sort of vision.
Oh yes, the vision. There was a dagger in front of me, which I tried to grab a hold of, which was showing my innocence. But I couldn't do it because I knew I wasn't a killer.
Malarkey!
And with that, let me introduce my second guest.
How could you?
Lady Macbeth.
After all these years I stood by your side, you wanted the kingdom, you wanted to be king.
You were wrong, my lady. You wanted to be the Queen of Scotland.
Liar!
Let's all take a step back now. So what happened after Macbeth had his vision of the dagger?
As he had ordered, I had made sure that the guards were drunk. He proceeded into King Duncan's chamber to enact his evil deed. I heard him cry out and questioned if he had been caught, if I doubted exactly how he could have failed. I planned everything so perfectly.
See?
I mean, he planned it out to the very minute detail. After I emerged with bloody hands, he ordered me to put the dagger next to the guard.
I did no such thing. You...
Oh, shut up. After planting the dagger, I returned to my husband as the lowly wife that he oppressed me to be. I made sure his hands were shed of blood and of the deed. Before the night, we heard mysterious knocking throughout our castle.
Knocking?
Yes, endless knocking, like my wife's contempt for good.
Stop you, lady. You know everything!
Now, Lady Macbeth. We completely understand your side and know that you are only doing what was best for you and your husband. Now get this psycho out of here.
Why you?
Has lust for power or a witch's prediction torn your marriage apart? If so, give us a call at 188-JERRY-12. That's 188-537-7912. Sorry for that brief interruption. Now it's time for questions from the audience.
Yeah, my question is for the man that looks like Harry Potter. Why is it so hard for you to keep your girl in check?
Why is it so hard for you to brush your teeth?
Yes, my question is for the Queen of England. Girl, you may have the stamina of a banshee, but you also look like one. Holla!
Our producers have decided that you will take us into the break.
All right, and we'll be back with Jerry's final thoughts.
Tune in at 3 o'clock to The Maury Show and see a shocking revelation about about the famous Romeo and Juliet.
This is your baby.
That's not my baby.
Then who else could it be?
Marcusio.
The lie detector results are in. Romeo, you. It's time for your Springer sound off, where you tell me what you're thinking. Which spouse are you rooting for, Macbeth or Lady Macbeth? Grab the phone and call 188-JERRY-12. That's 188-537-7912. Tell me your final thoughts on today's big question. Plus, call now and receive exclusive offers. Are you calling yet? Call 188-JERRY-12. That's 188-537-7912. Welcome back. You know, surely it is a natural for spouses to support each other's advancement. Indeed, it is the role of the wife to deeply love her husband and desire to ensure his happiness. But at what point does the wife cross the line in her attempt to seize power on behalf of the husband? From what we've seen here today, there seems to be a total lack of respect for each other, only thinking of number one. A deeper concern for the needs of the other instead of desires for greed or material advancement may be the key for unlocking what true love and marriage is all about. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other. So what happened next, Macbeth?
Well, we heard the Thane of Roth approach and the Thane of Angus. It didn't sound like the first time, so I just stopped it.
Rolling.
Malarkey!
I'm supposed to be right here.
Hold up,
guarding
hold up,
you.
hold up.
But you come towards him. Hey. Hey, Amy, you're strong. I'm barely touching you.
So that's 188-JERRY-5. So what's the story, Macbeth?
Well, me and my
Reshoot, but
Knocking?
Yes.
Oh wait, what? Do it again. I looked straight up. Witches? Cut.
The last.
Cut.